Hello friends, welcome to my channel. And what we are going to do in this video is we will study about the if condition in C++, and that is pretty much the case. If you have studied C, then you must have studied about the if conditions, but still if you are not clear, then I'd like to explain it. So if basically takes a boolean argument, so it takes an argument that is boolean. And what is a boolean argument? It is either true or it is either false. So if it is true, then if whatever condition, if you give some condition inside the if it is true, then this part this part runs, and if it is false, this condition stands out to be false, then the else part runs. So this is your basic running of if else condition. Now I think you must be aware of it, but still if you are not aware of it, let us try to write a very basic program for it. Suppose I have two numbers. I have one number A and I have another number, suppose number B, and suppose B is equal to 20. So I have two numbers, and now what my task at hand is that I want to find the greater number among these two numbers. So what program will I write for this? I will simply write this, if A is greater than B. See, this is a boolean condition. If A will be greater than B, then this will return true, and if it will be less than B, then it will return a false. So this will evaluate to a boolean value. So on the basis of this, I'm going to write something like this. Suppose if I write like this, and then inside I can write, suppose if A is greater than B, then I can write A is greater, and if A is not greater than B, and in this case if you observe B, this condition stands out to be false, in that case A will be less than B. So here I can write what? Here I can write C out what? I can write B is greater, and so this is basic. This is our very basic first program involving finding the maximum among two numbers. So let us try to run this application once I go and clean and build this. And if I just go and run this application, let us see what is output. If I run it, see, B is greater. And now if I do something like this, suppose I say I don't make A equal to 10, I make suppose A equal to 100. Suppose if I say is equal to 100, then what will be the output of this program? I think it is self-obvious and very explanatory, but still for your clarity, I'll just run this program once again. Let us see what is the output. Okay, in this case A is greater, so this you are getting. Now suppose our task in hand is that I want to find the greatest among three numbers, so I will declare a third number. Suppose it is equal to 30, and now if I want to find, suppose I will just say not equal to 10, suppose it equal to 5. All right, so now what I want to do, I want to find the greatest among these three numbers. So what program will you write? Can you write this program? I'll just pause this video, give it a try, give it a shot. How will you write this program? You have to find the greatest among three numbers. All right, if you're not able to get it, then I will write this program. I'll just remove it, and suppose I say something like this. First condition I give, if A is greater than B, and here suppose I give the else, and yeah. So if you are in either this part is going to execute, or this else block is going to execute. Okay, and if this part executes, if the if parts execute, the else part doesn't execute, that means A is greater than B. This means A is greater than B. So B is not into consideration because A is already greater than B. So now what I need to do is that I just need to compare A with C. If A is greater than C, if A is greater than C, then I can write something like this. What I can write, A is greatest, and if it is not the case, then what will I write? I will write something like this. I will say C is greatest. All right, and now I just go and copy it, and I just copy it over here. And if this if this condition comes out to be false, that means A is lesser than B. So we do not need to consider about A. We only need to compare now B with C. So here I can write something. I can write what? I can write B, and here also I can write what? I can write B is greatest, or else what? C is greatest. All right, if I just go and save this program, and if I run it, let us see what is the output. Clean and build. All right, And now if you go and run this application, so what will you get? C is the greatest. So you have find the greatest among three numbers. All right. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to quickly demonstrate you if else if. Okay. So it is suppose I have so if else if is basically it is meant for some kind of mutually exclusive conditions. Mutually exclusive means that only one of those conditions will hold to be true, and for that we use if else if. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to remove it, and suppose what I need to do is that I just need to calculate the grade of a student. So I have been given the marks of a student, and I say suppose one student has got suppose 90 marks, or say suppose 91 marks. Okay, so I need to calculate the grade of students, and what criteria do I hold for calculating the grade? I would say something like this. For example, if the marks are greater than or equal to 90, okay, greater than or equal to 90, then the grade will come out to be A. All right. If the marks are greater than or equal to 70, but they are less than what? But they are less than 90, then the grade will come out to be B. If the marks are greater than or equal to 50, but they are less than say suppose 70, then the grade will come out to be C. And now if suppose the marks are even less than the marks are less than 50, then what is going to happen? Marks are less than 50, then in that case I will give a D, D grade to the student. All right, so we need to calculate the marks of student based upon these criteria. So what I'm going to write, if I say suppose what, if marks is greater than or equal to what, it is equal to 90, then I can straight away say, the grade is A. I can write like this. If this condition doesn't holds true, then what will I write? Then I will write something like this. I can say if marks is greater than or equal to 70 and what? Marks is less than what? Marks are less than 90. In this case, I will say Cout the grade is B, and then I can just copy it and I can just paste it over here, and I can write like this. I write 70 and then 50, and finally the one condition that is going to hold true in the end, that I will specify using else, and I can write what? Cout what? Cout the grade, sorry, the grade is B. All right. I will do this. All right, and here also I will just turn it to cap. All right. So here I've written this program. Let us just go and try and run this program. Clean and build. Yeah, build successful. And now if I go and run this application, suppose run. See, the grade is A. All right. And now suppose the marks are say suppose 43. Then let us see what will be the output. If I go and just again clean and build this application, and if I run it, then the grade is D. Sorry, here I'm just going to write not B, I'm going to write C over here. All right. This seems to be correct. So what is actually happening is that if the marks are greater than 90, then this condition, these are sets of mutually exclusive condition. Why? Because only the marks will it will get into the range of any of the one. Either it will be greater than 90, or between the range 70 or 90, or between the range 50 and 70, or they will be less than 50. All right, so this way we are writing it, and we are testing each and every mutually exclusive condition, and if none of the condition holds true, then finally this else loop is going to execute. So here I have also calculated that marks do not also belong in the range 50 and 70. They are also not between 70 and 90. They are also not greater than 90. So that means the marks are less than 50. In that case, I will give the student a grade of D. All right. So this way we work with if conditions in C++. So always remember that your if takes a boolean value and it evaluates it, and based upon that evaluation, it either remains in the if part or goes to the else part. Okay, thank you so much for watching my videos, and please do keep on liking and subscribing all my videos.